Folks, Joe Baker with Trade Pilot Pro. I want to go over a trade setup this morning, and this was the trade I took right on the open. Now, when I say on the open, I mean probably within a minute or two of the open, something I very, very rarely ever do. And this was on my screen, and then so just so you know, what I do is I actually keep my levels on my screen, and I'll put indicators overlaying the levels. Now, a lot of you guys have asked me, how do I know certain areas are going to hold, and so forth and so on. This is one of the things I use, and this is a 5-minute continuation pitchfork. So this gives me the overnight session from about 145 here on this lower parallel, and then it came up to this area up in here around 5:30 this morning, and had continued down all the way. So I got up early, kind of looked at it, and said, geez, kind of looks like a downward trend. And then I kind of reflected on what I had said in one of the previous videos, is about things that we know aren't worth knowing, and that to me was the Senate passing that bill. That was priced into the market. We all knew that that was kind of going to pass the Senate, and you could see the market. The futures were up, and I said, this is probably a head fake, and sure enough, it was. Because, like I've always said, anything that's worth knowing, we know it. It's already priced in anyway. So, I had said I thought, my feelings were, my gut feelings were, this market was going to sell off pretty heavy. So we were already in the sell zone when this fired off this morning. So my larger one, okay, my big picture fork here, let's call that, was in a downtrend, and then on the open, we came up, and then this fired literally right on the open. This had fired up, and I said, "Oh, I got to take this," and that's all she wrote really. I did hold it right to the target here, and then I had gotten out and then continued to trade. I actually was going to be done for the day, but I continued to trade for the rest of the day to the downside. However, I just wanted to show you how, if you guys do have fork systems, auto fork systems out there, how I use them. And I was fine in the trade as long as I did not take out this upper parallel. And this was just a straight drain right down, which really was a very easy, quick, fast, over with in a hurry type of trade. So that being said, I just wanted to point out, I have shown you guys these on weeklies, dailies, and monthlies. And I wanted to show you that you can use these on, intraday, 5-minute time frames. I've even used them on ones, believe it or not, when I'm playing Super Scalper Boy. But I don't recommend doing that. I recommend taking higher probability trades. But I just want to show you this. Let's get over to the levels. Again, I apologize. I've got an awful cold, so I do apologize for my nasally sounding voice here. Okay, to the levels. We have 11:29.25, line in the sand. Breakout 11:35.25, 11:41, 11:44.50, 11:51.75. Ultimate target 11:56.25. Underneath it's 11:24.25, 11:18.75, 11:14.50. Breakdown. We got 11:08, 11:02. 1095, can't believe I'm saying 10 already. 1095 would be the target. Extension down there would be 1088. I just want to go over a little bit about this whole bill thing, and why the market is selling off, and how everybody thought this was going to be the grand old be all thing for the market to come in and to the rescue. You have to understand, with all the companies cutting their earnings, okay, you always remember PE, okay, price to earnings. If your E comes down, your P has to come down. So if your E, which is your earnings, are going to be cut, then your price has to go with it. So there has been some damage done in the market as far as companies' ability to go out and into the marketplace and use their capital and expand and grow. And it's obviously the consumer is probably scared to death right now. So, we're going to have some real tough quarters coming. So I just wanted to, let you guys be aware of that it's not like this bill won't work. It's just that I think everyone was focused on that. Now we're going back and saying, all right, what about the companies? GE, giving Buffett 10% and cutting their earnings. That pretty much, you got to realize GE is like a large mutual fund. I mean, they're in almost every aspect of the economy. So if they're cutting earnings, everyone's cutting earnings. All right, guys. I'm looking for that 1072. We're fairly close. They say we may get that bill out tomorrow intraday. We're not going to know when, so I put extreme caution on your trading. We could get a crazy rally or even more sell-off. Who knows? But please, again, till this is all bias, you know, trade with tight stops, not tight stops, but hard stops. Put them in. Don't use the mental stops; those will hurt you. And trade well. And I will be with you tomorrow night. Thank you so much.